Hollywood to horticulture. The actor Cate Blanchett teams up with a restoration project at Kew Gardens to protect thousands of plant species from around the world.
Now we are going to talk about a lady who has played a queen, a composer, a goddess and a master thief. But now the movie star Cate Blanchett is focusing on a real-life role as a conservationist. Yeah, the Oscar-winning actor has become an ambassador for Kew's nature reserve in Sussex and says it's offering much-needed hope for the future. Our science editor, Rebecca Morell, went to meet her.
She's the Hollywood A-lister with a string of awards.
And so are these all Castle Hill? No.
No. But now Cate Blanchett has taken on a new and very different role. She's been immersing herself in the world of seeds.
Well, we were just looking at the banksia this morning, and it's quite a brutal-looking seed pod. It does look like sort of the cross between a mallet and a toilet brush. And so they're not always pretty, but yet what comes out of them is so spectacular.
The actor has teamed up with scientists at Kew's Millennium seed bank as the project celebrates its 25th anniversary.
We often think about biodiversity losses happening elsewhere, but here in the UK it's happening. You can lose hope, but then you go down into the seed bank and you meet people like Eleanor and you see the work that they're doing and you realise that change and regeneration is actually possible. And not only possible, but it's being worked on right here at Wakehurst.
The seeds, which come in every shape, size and colour, are carefully sorted and processed. Then they're dried and stored away in huge underground freezers at -20 degrees Celsius.
Inside here is the world's largest wild seed bank. It contains 2.5 billion seeds. They come from 40,000 different species, collected from 190 countries across the globe.
The seed bank was set up as a doomsday vault, a backup store of seeds in case plants went extinct. But they're being widely used right now.
It is the ultimate insurance policy against extinction. The seeds that we hold in the bank here, actually we want those seeds to be back out in the landscape, so we're just providing a safe space for them until we can get them back out into a habitat where they can thrive and survive.
This is what's happening here on the South Downs. The Kew team are working to restore the rare chalk grassland habitat.
The seed is what this is all about. So we've got a lovely mix here of grasses like upright brome and sheep's fescue. I can see some yellow rattle seed, oxeye daisy, the scabious. So it's a lovely diverse mix.
The grasslands are being taken over by patches of scrub. Over the last 3 years, scientists have been planting seeds from the seed bank and they're starting to see results.
What we found, which is really exciting, is that the simple act of sowing seed after we clear scrub can really significantly reduce the regeneration of the scrub. I'm really encouraged that this site is beginning to look quite like chalk grass, and it's certainly looking a lot more like the chalk grassland that we want it to be than the scrub it started off as.
The Millennium seed bank was opened by the then Prince of Wales in 2000. The King has now taken part in a special episode of a Kew podcast with Cate Blanchett about the project.
I know how absolutely critical it all is, and the destruction of rainforests, the extinction of endless species, which have very likely remarkable properties, medical and everything else.
There's growing concern about biodiversity lost and plant extinctions, but the actor says the Millennium seed bank is providing some much-needed hope.
You often think, where are the good news stories? And we're actually sitting inside one. You come here, you visit the seed bank, you walk through such a biodiverse landscape, and you leave uplifted. You know, the change is possible and it's happening.
It's not often that seeds get their moment in the limelight, but as the project looks to the next 25 years, their role looks set to become increasingly important. Rebecca Morell, BBC News, Sussex.